CPU for the purpose of calling this match. This match is another best of 5. We'll see who takes game 1. Both of them starting neutral, and both of them were considered stage. CPU finding his hydrant early, and a hydrant is Pac-Man's best friend if it's utilized correctly. We'll see what happens here. CPU1 goes for a block, isn't able to find it. CPU1 has a projectile, so does Khiri. CPU1 blocks, launches his projectile, hits Daisy with it. CPU1 finding himself off the stage early in this matchup. CPU1 sitting at 103 damage, but able to work back onto the stage and looking to launch Daisy here. Looks for the down spike, doesn't quite get it. Here he launches CPU1 off the side of the stage and goes up a stop and finishes the job after CPU1 tries to get back on, but is at a damage disadvantage. Looking to launch CPU's hydrant is unsuccessful at it. CPU finding another, tries to launch a projectile unsuccessfully. Oh wow, a very good up air attack by Khiri there to eliminate CPU1 and go up 3 stocks to 1. Can CPU1 battle his way back into this? It remains to be seen. Daisy catches Pac-Man's projectile, launches it back at him, now has a radish of her own, which Pac-Man wisely blocks. Pac-Man summons another hydrant. Can he do anything with it? Is unable to do so. Launches Daisy with a projectile, still has his projectile. Pac-Man misses the side B, but gets the spike and knocks Daisy off the stage. But is still down, 1 stock to 2. It looks like Khiri will be taking game 1 of this set, unless CPU is able to find some sort of counter, which he is looking to do here. Strategically placing a hydrant, Daisy launching it back into him. CPU1 goes for the grab and gets it. Rolls Khiri off the stage there. Looks for a spike. Does not get that. This is a down spike. Daisy launches CPU1 off the stage and tries to throw a radish at him. CPU1 makes a recovery. CPU1 blocks. Looks for another throw. Gets that. Can CPU1 launch his hydrant? It is unable to do so. Oh wow, very strategic projectile by CPU there. Is able to hit Daisy with his hydrant, but nothing coming of that exchange. Looking for a few air attacks to try to eliminate Daisy here, but is unable to find any of them. Khiri has CPU1 off the stage and on the ropes, and just like that, Khiri takes game 1 of this set. It'll be very interesting to see both participants stay on their characters. But looking like it will thus far. A little change in music here. We're going to Splatoon, and the stage will stay Final Destination. Okay, changes thus far. Khiri is still on Daisy, and CPU1 is still on Pac-Man. Can CPU1 find his way back into the set? He is currently down 1 game to 0. Khiri with a down B attacks early and launching CPU off the stage with one of them. Both of them work back center stage. CPU1 summons a hydrant and is unable to do anything with it thus far. Hydrant is now gone. CPU summons another one, no problem there. Both of them fighting on top of the hydrant for a brief moment. Daisy looking to capitalize on CPU's strategically placed hydrant. Is unable to do anything. Launches CPU1 off the stage, hits him with a flash to go 3 stops to 2. CPU1 has to come up with something here if he hopes to get back into this matchup. He's currently down 1 game to 0. We will see what he can come up with. Launching Daisy off the stage, blocking her radish. Side B's her off the stage and go and back to even stop. CPU1 has a projectile. Daisy looking for the throw and gets it. CPU1 summoning a hydrant. and launching it into Daisy successfully, but nothing much comes of it. Daisy launching CPU's hydrant back into him. Both men off the stage. See? Oh my goodness, Kiri helped CPU1 back onto the stage there, but CPU1 will go down one stop. That was a very precarious save by Kiri there. Launching CPU1's hydrant back into him now. CPU1 looks for a projectile, doesn't get one. Summons his hydrant though, launches his hydrant. And oh my goodness, Kiri looking for a game 2 finish. Is unable to get one thus far, but CPU is on the ledge. We will see what he can do with it. CPU1 battles back. Now Daisy found herself on the ledge for a brief moment. CPU1 fires a hydrant. No to avail. Can CPU1 launch his hydrant? He is unable to. Daisy launches CPU's hydrant back at him. CPU gets the throw. Looking up. Launches the hydrant into Daisy very successfully. Looks for a projectile. Misses that. Off for a side B and off for a down spike. Gets none of those. And Kiri up spike CPU to win game 2.
Daisy wins!
A very interesting matchup thus far, and Kiri is winning the set so far 2-0. If Kiri wins his next match, he will be advancing.
Stop the battle! Pac-Man!
And it looks like the next match on stream will be in Team B. I am very interested to see who Houston uses for that matchup against Dr. Mario. And we will wait to find out together as that is the next matchup on stream. But first we have this match to finish, and CPU1 and Kiri going back at it. With both of them trying to look for damage, but nothing coming of it. Nothing coming of it so far. CPU1 is able to deal some damage now. Finds himself off stage, works his way back onto the stage. Daisy finds a grab and is able to get it. Daisy launches the stage, tries to launch the hydrant into the CPU, is unsuccessful at it. Picks his projectile up and throws that at him, is successful with that. Looking for an offstage attack and doesn't get it. Both men battling back onto the stage. CPU is now in trouble off the stage but finds his way back on. And working his way up the ledge there. CPU1 fighting back onto the stage very precariously. Both of them working with their way back into the middle of it. We'll see what comes of this exchange. It looks like Kiri will get the better of it. The CPU fires a hydrant, launches Daisy into the hydrant, and almost knocks her off the stage, but is unable to capitalize any further. Going for some air attacks to try to get try to KO Daisy is unsuccessful at it thus far. Both of them playing hydrant tag and trying to launch the hydrant at each other. And Pac-Man finds Mr. Saturn. Daisy counter grabs and launches it to CPU to go up 3 stocks. Apologies. CPU1 still very much in this. Can KO Daisy if he's strategic about it. Summons another hydrant, looks for a launch here. Is going to throw Daisy off the side of the stage. We will see if he's able to do anything. He's looking for a projectile. Throws and misses a projectile. Goes for a down spike, misses that. Now Kiri finds himself on the edge of the stage, but is able to work his way back up into the middle. CPU1's looking for another projectile, doesn't opt to go for it there, but does summon another hydrant on the edge of the stage, so it'll be interesting if that comes into play later, and it does not. Daisy gets the up spike and KOs CPU1 to go up 3 stocks to 1. And CPU get a stock here. It'll be very interesting to see. Kiri hanging on with 177 damage. I don't know how he's still alive. Okay, he finally gets KO'd there. CPU1's at 11 damage. He's only down to 1 stock, so he has to be very strategic here. if he hopes to come back into this matchup and win this match. Both of them fighting back to center stage. The hydrant is in play, but Daisy radishes over it. CPU counter grabs it, throws it back at Daisy, successful at hitting her with it. Daisy now almost at 90% damage. 98%. Can't CPU1 at least even the stock match back up. Is looking for a projectile, blocks Daisy's. CPU1's off the stage, counter grabs Daisy's radish. We will see if he is able to throw it at her. Oh, fun. Throws it into the air and tries to find a projectile of his own. Daisy hitting CPU1 with radishes. CPU1 looks for a projectile, doesn't have to go for one. Goes for one there, misses. Goes for another one, Daisy blocks. The hydrant is back in play. CPU1 throwing this projectile at it, trying to get the hydrant launched into Daisy and does. The hydrant KOs Daisy and both of them are on one stock apiece, but CPU is sitting at 100% damage, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do with it. CPU unable to strategically work his way back onto the stage without sustaining further damage, or for worse, getting knocked out by his own hydrant right there. Khiri launches him off the other side of the stage, is looking for a finish. CPU1 hanging on by a thread thus far, and looking to deal damage to Khiri here. Is able to do so, is able to get a little bit. Khiri at 82% damage. Pac-Man out. CPU at 143. Khiri very precariously works his way back onto the stage. Pac-Man looking for a hydrant launch, misses it, and Khiri will win this set 3 games to 0. A very impressive job by Khiri, and shout out to CPU1 for